You know, this is a time where politicians and former politicians, people who opine about politics, this is gut check time. The Supreme Court has basically said there is no constitutional right to an abortion. There's every reason to believe that the Republicans, if they take control of the House and Senate and the presidency in 2024, will pass a federal ban by this time in 2025. So now is the time where people should stand up and let people know where they stand on this issue. I think it's pretty clear, right? We all agree that if you're a progressive, I mean, I don't know anybody, is there any ilk on the left, center towards the left, that wouldn't support a woman's right to choose?
Oh, yeah, I mean, the squad's been pretty good on, or very good, I would say, and most Democrats even. And Republicans, on the other hand, are very happy that this is...
But I'm not talking political affiliate, because you got Cuellar, so you have one out of whatever, 219 that is. And so there's occasionally a Democrat, but he's a socially conservative Democrat. I mean, he's a conservative Democrat in that respect. But anybody on the left, like you know, center to the left. So, Minds, which apparently is like a Facebook for alt-right, or is it? I don't know who's on there.
I'm not sure. I thought it was just an event, but apparently it's a social network too.
Social network. And they had some event in New York. Very tough to get into that, apparently. But that's for another story. And here is, this is Destiny, right?
Yep, Destiny and Tulsi Gabbard.
Destiny is interviewing Tulsi Gabbard.
Looking at your Twitter over the past couple of days, I saw you tweeted about the Second Amendment stuff for New York that the Supreme Court was ruling on. I didn't see anything about Roe v. Wade. Did you have any opinions or ideas relating to?
Yeah, it's obviously a very sensitive, it's a sensitive issue, and I've never been someone who just like rushes to be the first one to put out a tweet just to be the first one to put out a tweet, and so I'm being really thoughtful before I say anything about this publicly.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
I'm being really thoughtful.
Unlike all the other people that are freaking out about this for some reason.
I heard about that leak in the brief, but I thought, like, I'm going to need at least 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 months on this.
I mean,
what I need to do, I don't have enough data from YouTube or whatever, and I haven't sat down and had a chance to talk to Peter Thiel about this and find out exactly where I should be. So I'm going to be super thoughtful on this. How many months ago was it that Second Amendment ruling came? How many months ago was that? The New York... was that how many months ago? I'm trying to get a sense of like what constitutes thoughtful.
It was last Thursday.
It was last Thursday.
It was last Thursday.
Okay. All right. So fair enough.
Approximately 4 days ago.
Okay. So let's be clear. But if she tweeted on Friday, this event was on Saturday, all she needs is 24 hours on the Second Amendment. But on abortion, I am not one of those people who runs to Twitter. Wait, what? I'm a little confused about
you
that.
hit the books on that one. I guess the...
Well, you know, because it's not like there was any indication that Roe v. Wade could be overturned, except for that, whatever it was, 65-page brief, or I should say draft opinion that was put out. But I guess the thoughtful thing to do would be to ignore that and then wait and look around and see, where am I supposed to be on this? How do I split the difference? Who is it? Who do you think is their North Star on this?
Well, this is pretty much exactly what Brett Weinstein said. I don't know if Brett is, but he said, you know, people should read the opinions and all the reaction before coming to conclusions, but they won't.
Right. I see. So it's like, I got to see exactly where my audience is on this and see what position I can take that will still sound decent, but also contrarian enough and allow enough daylight.
Meanwhile, Tulsi can't wait to jump into, like, say, we shouldn't teach any sort of sex education at schools for, like, young kids. That didn't take, like, study. The honest answer, for any Tulsi fans here, the honest answer from Tulsi would have been, well, the gun stuff appeals to the right-wingers that I'm appealing to as somebody who's marketing themselves as the last liberal. This is something that would upset those people, so I'm going to keep my mouth shut on it.
It's been interesting to watch watch sort of like some of those, you know, I don't know, self-complaint, you know, the contrarians, the campists, I would call them. Have to sort of rejigger now that COVID has lost its sort of like buying power, and even the pro-Russia stuff has lost a little bit of its juice in the context of Ukraine. You know, it's a bad look for a country to bomb a shopping mall, which apparently has no military value, I've been told. And so they're having to sort of recalibrate in some ways. So it's like I can't come right out and say, you know, the abortion thing is thorny for them.
Because, yeah, people who aren't terminally online have an opinion about that too, which is, they usually like to say, it's just terminally online people are getting so outraged by this.
Right.
Go touch grass, folks. But actually, no, it's you folks need to.
I guess you could also get super pedantic and say it wasn't 6'3", it was 5'4". Roberts just wanted to change the viability standard, which, of course, that was the foundational aspect of Roe v. Wade. And Casey, for that matter.
I feel so much better about that.
So that's where I'm going to focus my ire, on those people who have pretended it was 6'3" instead of 5'4".
I'm going to hold comment on all of this, except for where a lib gets a little bit too zealous, and then I'm going to jump right in.